Hey guys, this is a match on Diamond, ranked match on Diamond against Serenity Chames. This is a Mongol mirror on Lipany. So Mongol mirrors, I do like to um, go into H2 and get Mangudai as early as possible. Sometimes you suffer a little bit early if they rush you with horsemen and stuff, and you can lose to a type of build like that for sure. But getting that H2 early really does help be able to fight that. It is a little bit of a sketchy setup we have here with the Uwu front like this. If he does do an aggressive move like that, he can do quite a bit of damage. But we do have this nice gold here protected with our TC. If we check out Serenity's start, she starts with a stone down here, and she's gone scouting with her economy. Gotten a little bit unlucky, only got one sheep. Four on food, one on wood early, and one on gold. Not two on wood. It's a little bit weird build, I think. Well, I guess it's because she's dropping this Uwu and she wants to get that production building up. This is a super aggressive Uwu. For sure. I'm interested to see where she goes from here. We'll go back to me real quick. We are 8 villagers on food now, and we're putting our second villager on the gold, so we're doing just a standard fast H2. She has gone around a bunch of the map and only collected 2 sheep. Here's a third one, so she's gotten a little bit unlucky in terms of sheep collection. We scouted the whole south and we picked up 7 sheep, so we've gotten a better end of the stick so far in terms of resource collection. She sends her Gur over onto berries and starts collecting these berries. Well, she ran out of sheep, that's why. So she didn't gather her first 3 sheep on her base. So that was kind of a mistake on her part. She loses some idle time and she's sending villagers onto berries, which is not ideal because they collect slow. And she's got 3 villagers on wood. So she's going for that a production building here. So again, if you are gonna go raiding, especially in Mongol versus Mongol, I almost always recommend just dropping your production building before even doing your Uvu. I think it is worth it. Um, but that's just my opinion. So we are able to age up now. We're starting to age up to 43. So that's a really good timing. Pretty ideal. And Serenity is pretty far from aging up. She's got plenty of gold, so you can see that she's over collecting gold at this point. Because she's dropping a stable. So this is going to be for cav raids. I'm assuming it's a she. But this is going to be for cavalry raids. Almost guaranteed. And she has a ton of gold and she's not using it. She also hasn't gotten any eco upgrades, I believe. So she's pulling all the villagers. She's pulling them up to a boar up here. Berries. Okay. I know she goes for boar later. But I guess she went for berries first. And she's bringing the stable. But this is another thing too. This walk time from here to here is another like 30 seconds. The setup is another like 10 seconds. We'll watch the setup time here real quick. 3:46. So it's like 6-7 seconds of setup time plus the moving time. So she's getting these real late, and she is getting superior mobility, but she should have been researching that a little bit earlier. I feel like because now it's finished, but she hasn't gotten any benefit from it. So it's actually just wasted gold, and she has over collected gold. At which point she probably could have gotten wheelbarrow instead of that. So she wants to finish this tower, but she doesn't want to finish this tower. So she got 7. Let's see if she micros this villager. She does a good job there. Okay. Doesn't need to micro the other one. So she does a good job of killing this boar. And she's got an early boar kill. So that's a good move on her part. And I wasn't expecting it to be the truth, to tell you the truth. If you go to my vision here, But now you can tell she's super far from aging up. She's double producing 2 horsemen. And I see she's got boar. So I'm just kind of rotating back and away. Meanwhile, we are H2. We have dropped our archery range. Our macro, in terms of food, is a little bit off. So we're not producing any Mangudai yet, which is a little bit unfortunate. I think I should probably, if I pull one villager off from what I usually do, doing like 6, 7, maybe just go to 5 or 6 instead. Also, 3 on gold. I should maybe pull one of these villagers onto wood. So a little bit of a mistake there in terms of macro. But I do drop a stable once I see this this boar. I need to be able to pressure this and push them off. And I'm only going to be able to do that with melee units. And her horsemen are hitting me pretty immediately, but it's really late at the same time. Like the pressure from it is... I mean, the idea is good, but the timing on it is really bad. If she had done an early Dark Age push, I would have been in a lot worse situation. So she's got 4 horsemen here. I have my double produce Mangudai, so I need this to double produce. And I'll get my stable upgrade for my horsemen. I'm just kind of picking away with my con here. We are messing up a little bit our macro here with our villager. And we do get these Mangudai out. And that's going to push them back. Get our villagers working again. We got a bunch of idle time on our TC. So, double horseman, double Mangudai. So we're using up our stone here. And we're just sending our horsemen up and around. I just kind of wanted to stabilize, see what happens, but I did want to start massing a group up so I can raid these boars. Back at our base, she's taking up with 3 villagers. 8 on food, 3 on wood, 2 on gold. So again, super, for this slow age up time and everything, she's way over collecting gold at this point. Yeah, she hasn't gotten any eco upgrades, so, and I mean, she got the movement, superior mobility, but definitely not worth it. We do have a couple of pastures just to stabilize here, make sure we have plenty of food early, and we're dropping our blacksmith. I've stopped building more units, and we have an okay force of Mangudai here, so we're gonna go raid and see what we can. And she's just hit feudal age at 7.5 minutes late. We will check out our vision here. We have a scout. I like to have a scout with my cav forces. It really helps in figuring out what you're gonna do with vision. And she's got a pretty good army here. She's got 10 horsemen, 9 horsemen, and 1 con. Ooh, 2 more. She's got 11 horsemen. So that's a really good raiding force. And she's getting the upgrade now to horsemen. So it's a pretty beefy force that she's raiding with. But behind this, we're rotating and we're just kind of see if we could pick off anything over here. And she thinks about pausing and coming back, but she thinks she's going to be worse just burning down my stuff instead. So we are hitting her with our horsemen at the same time. Using a Mangudai. And we're just kind of, we're able to pull back here, and we just pull back our production buildings. We know it's going to bounce fast, so we just back up. Gonna burn down these towers instead. We might have been able to get the burn down on the stable a little earlier, which would have been pretty big in terms of resource infrastructure denial. There's in here, and a little bit of misplay with our Mangudai here. We almost lose him, but we have replaced our stables, and we're just pulling back our army here, and we're gonna get some burn down on this Ubu now at this point. And also we're here and getting a burn down on ours. We have a decent force of Mangudai here with 5 of them. We're gonna be able to do a pretty okay job in terms of damage here. A little bit of a misclick. We right click instead of A clicked. Attack moved. We do have to drop our movement speed arrow to not get picked off here. So does she. But now you can see we're doing a pretty good amount of damage because she's lost a bunch of troops. We do garrison villages here. And yeah, sure. 11 force of horsemen is down to 5. Over here, we almost get the burn down on the Uvu. And yeah, Mangudai did a good job of holding here. Horseman down to 5. These villagers don't know why they didn't garrison or go directly onto gold. So we do a good job here of burning this down. You know, his force couldn't fight us, so we just pull back. We had rallied extra horsemen up here. You can see this is where our rallying point was. So unfortunately, we do lose 1 horseman for free, but we do pick up 2 horsemen over there too because of the aggro. Behind this, she has pulled all of her villagers off of wood here. Now she's over collecting food. Still has way over collected gold. So we got a little bit lucky in that sense. Upgrade wise, we are starting to get our what is it called? Fitted leatherworks, our melee upgrade. And she's building a stable. She does have a blacksmith, but she hasn't got any upgrades again. So this is kind of, you know, she's got a ton of sorry, I'm looking at the wrong screen. She does have a ton of resources though. She has tons of food, tons of gold, so she could be getting the melee upgrades, which aren't ideal, but in this case where your army is entirely melee, it could have been useful and definitely substantial for turning the battle if we came to melees. So we're just rallying on force here. We have gone up to 2 ranges. She's gone so heavy on the stable, our leatherwood, and we're getting pretty lucky with this one. He's got 4 health, this Mangudai, so a little bit of raid. We're just kind of scouting out. We almost get picked off by the TC. Well, we kind of see what's happening. And I almost suicide my whole force here. I try to send them up into here. I drop my movement speed arrow, and I send him up into a death trap. Luckily, she's pulling back right at the same time, and we're able to get out of there. Our first force of Cav starts burning on this Uvu. And yeah, she just follows back her horseman, and we're gonna get the burn down, which is nice. And she's got idle villagers up here on the boar. Behind this, we've got an okay force of 4 horsemen, 3 Mangudai, dropping 2 more sticks. We're not looking to age up here. She has used a bunch of gold. Oh, she's aging up to castle. That's ballsy. So I guess that's why she was storing up all that gold and food. Even though she had a late feudal, she has a better castle time than me. So I think that was a little. I mean, it's a risky play, 100%. It's definitely a risky play. But I guess I can see now what she was doing. And she's only going to tap up with 5. She's not overcommitting to it either in terms of taking too much eco damage. But we burned down this Uvu. And we're going to do some damage to this blacksmith now. And she's gotten the arrow defense, missile defense, which is good. Villagers are on the berries now. I've gotten our arrow defense and our armor. We're getting sealed arrow and bloomery now. So we're committed to a pretty strong feudal age at this point. Up here, our reinforcement army is also 14 units. So it's strong enough to do that. We do see her pecking up, so we just kind of pull out and don't worry about it. We know that she doesn't have much of an army at this point. Pushing with 9 here. And we are hitting her base now with our reinforcement, which is 16 units. 7 horsemen, 9 Mangudai, 8th horseman up there. So we're going to burn down these towers super fast. Her food has been idled. She's got a ton of food, so it's much of an issue. But now we've got 22 military. Pretty big. So we have to garrison this villager. We almost lose it. Lose our Khan here. And so we're able to kill him here. Let's just put a pause on this right here. In terms of our villager count, I guess it's not showing us. Serenity's villager granted because she's GG, just not showing us. Okay, so she's got 12 on food. Okay, no villagers there. So she's got 26 villagers, and we've got We got 16 plus 15, so 31. So there's not a huge villager difference. There is, but a villager difference, but it's only by 5, which just shows that she did a better job macroing than me in terms of villagers. Um, but her army, she's got a decent army here, 8 horsemen. I mean, it wasn't gonna be able to fight mine, but the big advantage that she has now is that she's gonna be able to pump out knights. The knights are gonna get chewed up by the Mangudai. She's not gonna be able to really properly raid. We take out this forward position. We're gonna take out the Gur. This stable is rotating back, so that probably is safe. She's got superior mobility. Yes, that's probably a safe stable. But I definitely would have come here and started raiding this outpost. She would have had to transition. She might have had to, she could build a tower here and probably transition to that berry, or she just has to start transitioning to pastures. She doesn't have any wood. She's only collecting with 3 villagers, so I can see why she tapped out, because she's going to start running out of food real quick. And she's definitely on the back foot, so just a quick match, a little interesting, a different form of playing. Again, if she might have been able to win this match 100% if she had gone with this aggro horseman off the bat, because I wouldn't have been able to produce a double Mangudai. I would have aged up regardless, and I could have dropped and retaliated, but the retaliation would have been a lot slower without that double production. And yeah, interesting, different ways of playing Mongol. So, again, thanks again, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.